God does not make marriage work. Also, God doesn't raise children for anybody. God doesn't raise children for anybody. Let's stop the irresponsibility. And that's why I'm here. So, does God not have a role in these things? That's not what I've said. In the marriage ecosystem, God has placed the man as the head, not for dominance, not for control, not for lordship, but for accountability and responsibility, primarily for leadership. Men are supposed to be good servants. So technically, the ladies are even higher if you look at it from that dimension. However, it's not a superiority game. How do you even select a spouse? Men are not wired to run the home. Men run their wives run the home. There's a science and art to that. God does not make marriage work. Yes, let me say it again. God doesn't make marriages work. Otherwise, he will be responsible for the marriages that are not working or failed. Yes. Also, God doesn't raise children for anybody. Even the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when the child is grown, he or she will not depart from it. And then you go around and tell God to do the responsibility he gave you to do. God doesn't raise children for anybody. Let's stop the irresponsibility. And that's why I'm here. So I began by saying God doesn't make marriages work. Neither does he raise children for anybody. That's the truth. So does God not have a role in these things? That's not what I've said. What God does is to provide help for couples to make their home work. Is to provide help for parents to make their children work or to train their children aright. That's what he does. Now, the very crucial thing to note in this is that his help can be abandoned. His help can be rejected. His help can be forsaken. And then people now struggle, things now go sour. Now, am I discussing God here? That's not what I'm discussing here. I'm not here to discuss God. I'm here to discuss you, your marriage, your relationship. How do you treat it? What's your knowledge of it? And that was why I started from where I started. God makes help available and he sends people. God has never physically come down to help anybody. He will send people. And that's one of the things he has just instructed and put in my heart to do in this season. And what have I done? I wrote the book, The Husband Blueprint. Why am I focusing on the husband? There's always somebody to hold responsible per time. In the marriage ecosystem, God has placed the man as the head, not for dominance, not for control, not for lordship, but for accountability and responsibility, primarily for leadership. That is contained here. And that's why I'm focusing on the man. Get the man right, get the boy child right, and then leadership is gotten right. Am I saying women have no place? Women are equal with men. But when it comes to accountability, all right, particularly when it comes to relationship, men play a very crucial role, not for dominance, but for leadership. Remember that leadership is about service. So I'm just saying men are supposed to be good servants, even to the ladies. So technically, the ladies are even higher if you look at it from that dimension. However, it's not a superiority game. I've seen many relationships suffer. I've been privileged to counsel some people, work with some people on the path. And I realized a couple of things. And this book have the answers. From how do you even select a spouse? Because it is critical. I see many people wanting to work towards compatibility, marry somebody you are compatible with. Sounds good, but not correct. It's not correct. Compatibility is the goal, is the destination. After 40, 50, 60 years, I pray for you that you become compatible. But you don't look out for somebody you are compatible. You will never find one, right? It is somebody you can agree with. Even though you have different stands, somebody that is open, malleable to adjustments, somebody that you share values that are compatible. Not you, your values are either compatible or you can align them. So basically, agreement is the key word. Now, that's not to say that's all to it. There's also the supernatural that is beyond the man's dimension. It's very also important. I have everything captured here. How you select a spouse, because the foundation is critical for the journey. So critical for the journey, right? And in selecting a spouse, sometimes people say, you are saying let's look out for this and that. People pretend. What if the person is pretending? Let me burst your bubbles. All right. Nobody can pretend. Should I say it again? Nobody has the capacity to pretend. It's like holding your breath. People can attempt it. Some people are better than others at attempting it, but nobody can successfully hold their breath, maybe for a day. Same thing with pretense. The challenge usually is that we don't know how to observe people. And that's why you see, at the end of the day, when certain things begin to play out, you now hear people say, oh, I saw traces, most likely, right? So nobody can pretend. Again, it is encapsulated here. I'm not saying be skeptical, be interrogative of people. No. I'm just saying there's a way to understand people. And beyond that, for those that are married, and if you're also preparing to get married, there are a lot of things you need to know, particularly as the man. And as the woman, this book is very important for you, the husband blueprint, to understand the mechanics, the formation, the thinking, the wiring of a man. And for a man, if you don't even know yourself, how do you live with other people? How do you raise children? How do you live with your wife? How do you even live with yourself? I see many men, they are planning and they are preparing and their intention is to run a home. No, men are not wired to run the home. I say it again. Men are not wired to run the home. Men run their wives run the home. There's a science and art to that. It's captured here. And there's some people shouting and lamenting, oh, I made the wrong choice. Because I told you there's something to look out for. There are things to look out for in selection. However, having selected, if you are married already, we have passed that level. So even if at all you made mistakes, and then you are complaining, my wife is showing me shaggy, pepe, and all that. Let me tell you this. Every woman has grace and grace. Every woman. And that's not an insult. It's just understanding the nature and the beauty of women. It's strength. Every woman has grace and grace. What you get is what you triggered. So if you have been getting grace from your wife and you think of marrying another one, that one has grace too. But there's a way to bring out the grace in her. So if you see another marriage and they are doing well and you admire them, it's because the man is bringing out the grace in his wife. You too can have a chapter dedicated to that in this book. The book is loaded. I kid you not. I can't go on and on. It's from chapter to chapter. You can't drop it. When you start reading it, you cannot drop it. And it's a blueprint. It's not just for knowledge sake. It's not just a research work. No, it's practical. It's applicable. It's something you start applying immediately. Right? So this book actually sells for 50,000 naira. The value is way more than that. But because it's not particularly for the profit, and I mean every word of that, it's actually for the impact. Because if marriages are right, societies will be right. And if societies are right, most of the things we complain in, particularly in our nation, Nigeria, will be solved. And not peculiar to Nigeria. Anywhere you are in the world, you can solve the problem of your nation by beginning from your home, from your relationship, right? And that's the idea. This book was launched in February this year, right? And up until now, I didn't even do anything about it because I just wanted it to go organically, right? But lots of encouragement and the feedback I began to get. I'll share some of the reviews, maybe in the next video. I'll share, and it just triggered a lot in me, and I just felt I can't hold this book. Even though when the launch was made, it was, check it online, The Husband Blueprint, just Google it. You see it. It's all over the dailies. It was carried by the newspapers, main blogs in the country. Did some work on it. They reported it, televisions and all that. But I didn't push it, right? So get this book for 5,000 naira today. Get this book for 5,000 naira today. All I've said is just an icebreaker to what this book has in it. All right. So there's a link here, there's an instruction, there's a guide here. Okay. If you're interested in getting the book today and you get it for highly discounted rate of 5,000 naira. Okay. And also, if you want to reach out to me for discussion, counseling, guidance, I do that professionally too, but I can also just be of assistance to you. Okay. So if you desire to reach out to me, you're a guy, you're a lady, you're married, you're single, you're planning to get married, I could say something that would help. I know that without a doubt. Right. So please, you can reach out to me on this phone number. Okay. All right. I look forward to you buying this book today. Not just buying it, share this video, follow us on all socials, The Husband Blueprint, share with your contacts, get this book as gift souvenir for people, right? You are building nation, right? That's the goal. We are building nation from the smallest unit, family, and micro tickets to relationship. Thank you. I see it again. Follow us on this page. There are lots of enriching, enlightening, educative content that will be coming on here. See you. Make sure you get the book now.